Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we are Real Estate Jerky Daily. How's it going?
I'm here.
What does that mean?
That means
That's it.
Friday. We got
You didn't hear. No one heard that, but you. No, I noticed I was muted. It was like, what the
Oh,
heck? How am I muted?
So we're first day of the 2-day event.
What 2-day event? It's not a 2-day event. It's a 2 separate days of an event.
Okay.
Because I don't want people to think they have to come Friday and Saturday.
Oh, I gotcha.
You know,
Don't come both days unless you're me and you're just going to work it.
Right. Or me.
And you're going to work it.
Or me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like I'm walking both days.
Are you?
Yeah, well, I'm sure everybody's gonna want me to be the first one out, since me and Ralph and myself, since it's our baby.
It is your babies.
All right, and again, that's the Operation Firewalk. Go check out the website, operationfirewalk.com. People hadn't seen the website and everything about it. People who saw our little dog and pony show at Rotary yesterday changed a lot of views of it, not because they didn't really understand what we were doing.
Right.
And now they understand. And this year, yes, we're helping veterans, we're helping first responders, we're helping single moms, abused kids, whatever. We're not saying only these people can come. We're saying everybody can come this time. We're here to help
everybody.
And my purpose for this thing was to save one life. We save one life. That's worth it.
Yep.
All right. So again, it's today, starts today about 5:30. So get there around 5 tomorrow. If you're coming to Saturday's event, same thing, get around 4:30, 5 o'clock, come set up and come on out and enjoy. It's going to be dinner around 6-ish, each, depending on how it works.
Right.
And then they're going to start talking around 6:30. That's a keynote speaker, Dave Sanderson, who is a guy who was on the plane that went down in the Hudson. And he was working for Tony Robbins at the time, which a lot of people didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know until they said that yesterday.
Yeah, so he was working with him. And then I was listening to all their stories last night at dinner, and they were talking about how when that went in the thing, one of the guys was like, hey, doesn't so-and-so fly from here to there and take that flight all the time? Yeah, but what's the possibility? And then they turn off the TV, go do something else. They get a text, turn on TV, and the guy's getting interviewed by Katie Couric.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How cool is that? What are the odds of that?
Yeah. When being interviewed really meant something.
Yeah. When they reported the news. What happened?
Yeah. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Ed Parcaut, come and give me a call.
Yeah.
209-404-1915. And please, everybody keeps saying, well, Saturday shows it's going to rain. Boy, that's right, Scooby. But if you look at the numbers, it says up until like 4 o'clock, there's a 35% chance of rain.
Right.
Earlier in the day, there's the 80% chance of rain. So stop worrying about it. And it doesn't matter. It won't be there when we're walking. It's not going to be there.
Yeah. And it can't rain enough to put out the fires.
No, once they're started, they can't put it out. Yeah, the coals. Doesn't matter. But you're not going to get rained on.
So. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Come on out.
Well, I think that's why we're having a lower turnout numbers. I think they're going to wait until Saturday and post. So as long as you can register before the event at 5 o'clock, it's still got places for you.
Good.
So
good.
All right. What's going on today?
Well, we got some numbers, some state numbers. You want to see them?
Yeah. I want you to do state numbers and then I'll get into the other stuff. Oh, look, that's Operation Firewalk state numbers.
Those were the same numbers that we talked about earlier. So we got listings are up again. That's nice to see. 760 new listings per day, week ending of April 6th.
That's a lot more. So hopefully closed sales will be up next.
Yeah, closed sales are down though for this last week, 470.
Because a lot of people are worried about because rates went up. I mean, went drastically up, compared to where they were.
Yeah, well, hopefully
a quarter to 3/8.
Yeah,
drastic.
That didn't affect the closing of those.
No, but I'm just
sales.
saying the new listings potentially what could go forward.
509 pending sales. That's about where we were the week prior.
These are a little bit better.
These are much more positive. Up 8%. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Closed the sale. 23.2% entered escrow, and 20. Those are big numbers compared to last year.
Yeah, the 1 in 4 agents went into escrow,
and we're still positive.
No, these are even more.
Yeah, we're still positive.
We're positive that we're going to have more inventory and sales will be up.
Yeah.
Well, the question is,
they must
sales,
be looking at this.
We're talking about closing sales, or we're talking about sales prices.
Yeah. We're talking about closing sales
because with this, what's that? The dream for some that's out there right now. And once that's why you're going to start seeing a lot of additional offers on the table for the people who got approved.
Right.
And it's not going to be a ton more. It's not like last time where everybody's fighting to get the contract, get the contract and then submit. No, it's the other way. You have to get approved and then you go get your property up until May. So you got plenty of time.
How does the lottery work on that?
And I'm sure they're gonna go, okay, this person is this color.
Yeah. So they're
I don't know.
They're approved. They've done their classes. They get in the contract. They still don't know if they've.
Well, they have to. No, they get. You have to do the class. Go into for the lottery.
Okay.
Get picked and then go shopping.
Go shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be so crazy where everybody's writing all these ridiculous offers to get into contract to get it in the system, and it's because there's still money available. You got to get picked first, which is a smarter way to do it. But your question is, how are they going to pick them?
Yeah,
that's the question.
Yeah, what's the
we
know what the criteria is, but how are they going to pick them?
Right. Well, yeah.
And they shouldn't know colors. They can guess by last names. I
guess. We have to, when we do applications, you have to check the box what we know.
Oh, that's
I check all the boxes. I didn't want to disclose.
Yeah.
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 You have that right.
Well, of course I want to do that. It's none of their business.
It is none of their business.
Because it's skewed. They certain people have, are denied more than somebody else. Oh man, I thought my camera was going to sleep there for a second.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought you were. Your eyes were closed.
Nobody's home. But yeah, let's move on. All right. So the Michigan consumer sentiment came in today at 77.9, which is down from 79.4 in March. What they're saying is the inflation expectations for the year ahead ticked up, meaning that people think there's going to be more inflation than it was in March. So 3.1% in April think there's going to be more inflation than the 2.9 in March. Wow, that's a big number.
It is.
Long run expectations also edged up, coming in at 3% in April versus 2.8. So what the people are thinking is there's going to be more inflation coming. I'm thinking we're going to have to raise rates again. We're not going to do anything until next year, which I've been saying this for a whole year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But someone's saying that they might lower for political reasons, and then just wait till next year where they have to raise it so much because they messed up.
Yep.
Paul Volcker. Can we say Paul Volcker?
We can.
Research him, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. All right. So the CFPB, the Consumer Federal pain in the ass board. They're considering a ban on charging buyers for lender's title policy. So on a transaction, there's a lender title policy, and then they say an optional owner's title policy. I've never seen anybody be able to say, I don't want the owner's title policy.
I've never even heard of it as an optional.
No, that's under the option. If you look at the stuff, it's under the optional category.
Yeah. But and if you look at the contract, you're always asking the seller to pay for the CLTA, the owner's policy.
Well, it's usually isn't split in our area sometimes.
It depends on your location. Like Turlock, it's usual and customary to split. Modesto, usual and customary for seller to pay and split the escrow fee.
Okay. So, so if people don't understand, so the lender title policy protects the lender, and the owner title policy protects the new owner for that appreciation. And so they're trying to make it to where the buyer would not pay for the lender's policy.
Who would?
The question,
if it was optional, you would have to have.
Guess what's going to happen? Yeah. Well, guess what happened? There's going to be another fee, it's going to be built into the rate. So might as well.
And it's going to cover exactly that.
Exactly.
Lender's policy.
Exactly.
Lender needs that.
Yeah, they would need to be protected, or they're not going to loan on it.
Exactly.
Then they're also the CFPBs looking into discount points because there's been a rash of people paying discount points ever since rates went up.
Really?
Yeah, because people are trying to buy the damn thing down so they can afford it.
They can afford the damn payment.
Yeah. Well, these government officials just want. There's just something wrong here. No, Scooby, it's not wrong.
We haven't lived through this in a long time. We haven't had to do this forever. This must be wrong.
Yeah. So Friday, they issued a report indicating that it is taking a closer look at the impact of discount points on mortgage transaction, noting that use of this practice has picked up over the past 2 years. So has interest rates. The percentage of home buyers paying discount points roughly doubled from 21 to 23.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah, the report said the increase has greater among borrowers with lower credit scores. Do they not know that it's risk-based pricing?
They should, and they're idiots for even typing this out.
Well, it's
And
risk
putting
based.
this-
Hell, Fannie Freddie, which is owned by the government,
Yeah,
they went to risk-based pricing a while back. That
Yeah.
means your FICO score is this, your LTV is this, and it has no. Again, there's no box there for race, color, creed, or age.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It's just your credit score.
credit, type of property, because if
Right.
it's a manufactured home versus a single family home, there's a difference
Right.
in pricing because it's more. The manufactured homes on permanent foundation was the redheaded stepchild of our industry.
Right.
And I apologize if you're a redheaded stepchild. That was rude of me, but that's how they're
Yeah,
looked at.
mine turned to gray.
So it's these things that these government gets involved with. This has already been looked at. People move on.
Yeah.
People are only paying discount points really to buy the rate down because they got money from the seller, or the new home place is giving you money to buy it down more to get your rate down more.
Right.
It's not like
So you can afford the property. So you can
Correct.
afford the monthly payment.
Correct.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, because it's not like they came in with the money.
Yeah.
Because I'm against. I mean, the way it's worked out, there's no origination on any loan unless you're a unique lender who does that. But most of us do not charge origination. So we only charge the discount points, which is truly discount points mean you're buying the rate below the par rate,
Right.
which just means no cost. It's truly with what you pay for, you get. All right. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you're not being gouged.
No.
Yeah.
But the difference between some of this is certain companies in the mortgage industry can have the rates higher and cost more because they add in additional costs. Like say the loan officer wants to make 3% as commission versus most of us are making 2% or less.
Right.
That's going to be also built into the rate and pay higher. So there is some things built into there that they should look at, but it's not with what they're doing. Did I answer that?
Not discount points.
No, not the way they're looking.
Leave that alone.
All right. There's a big push to age in place. So I'm going to stay right here.
I'm going to move a little bit. I'll probably go over a couple blocks north. I'll age over there.
Well, I was talking to the guys last night who were coming for the Firewalk, and the one like, oh yeah, he's selling his property because he has to buy another one because his wife wants a bigger property because they do a lot of horse stuff. And I'm like, geez, what a difference in rate. Gen X is already looking for housing appropriate for aging in place.
Wow.
Baby boomers are exhibiting, there it goes, an overwhelming desire to age in place on their own homes. But their children, largely members of the Generation X, are also making desires felt by the seeking out homes that are accommodating. I think that all has to do with the rate where they're stuck at. They're at this low rate and they don't want to move. And again, I consider that is abusive relationship. When you're stuck with that rate, you don't do things because of that rate. That is dumb.
Yeah.
You got to make those changes. You got to get the stuff. Yes, it's going to be a little bit more expensive up front, but over time, you're going to be able to lower those rates a little bit. But I was talking to a guy, Steiner. He does Steiner Collectibles. He's a big dude that's been around forever. He actually marketed a lot of stuff for athletes, put them into different commercials and all that stuff. He's been around forever. And he was like, in my existence, he's been around forever. He's almost 70. He's like, I averaged, most of my rates were 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is not a big deal to buy property at these interest rates.
No,
it's only the people who had the low interest rates that was all they saw.
Yeah.
The young people, wow, look at these low rates. This is what we want to get. Not going to get them again.
Yeah.
Move on. We're going to be lucky to break 5 ever.
I agree.
Now, unless there's some major changes.
I can see us hovering in the 6s.
Well, we're going to have to go down because we can't keep paying the interest on our debt. And it's more than what we pay for our military and our, military industrial compliance.
44 billion.
Yeah. And then we pay for
412 for defense.
Yeah. That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
That's what happens to other countries like, Japan and China and all those places. You spend all this money on. Look at what happened to Russia. They were spending so much money. We made them go broke with Reagan, made them go broke by telling them, this is what we're going to do, because they kept spending their money on everything and instead of for their people.
Right.
And, we could go that way if we don't make some changes and, tell this administration, please stop spending.
Yeah. You got to get rid of some senators.
Yeah, well, we have to, I think I told you the other day, I was asked if I was a dictator, what I would change. And I said term limits.
Yeah. Yeah. And they looked at you kind of cockeyed, huh?
Yeah. That's like, well, that's what you change. Yeah. That would fix almost everything, because then you wouldn't have the AOCs
McConnell's
who are a bartender go in and come out worth, currently worth over $20 million.
Yeah.
How did she make that money?
Well, she probably tended bar on the side, and she, you get 140,000 or something like that as a member of Congress.
Yeah, these are last week's. I don't know what's going on next week.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I have, except for don't forget, come to our Operation Firewalk.
I think it's going to be a great event.
It's going to be a great event. It's going to be, however the ish. Everybody was like, "How many people you want?" I need to say one vet. That's all I care about.
Yeah,
one veteran, one first responder, one this. Send them out. There's some people that need this. They need to come out, listen to these people. I mean, yesterday at Rotary, people were like, "What? I didn't know this." You're right, and it was changed a lot with when he was talking.
Right.
And I was talking to one of our members, and they're like, if we didn't really know what you were doing to this point, now we do.
Oh, now we understand.
Yeah, he goes, so if you do this next year, which I hear we're doing it next year, you'll have more buy-in and more help and more this. I mean, we have a lot of people helping, supporting the stuff, but it'll be even more of a buy-in.
You have your first one's always going to be the lead by example, and that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and all those things. And the second one is always where I'll shine really bright because you did all the front work.
Well, I guarantee you're going to go, "Hey Ed, would you run this?"
No,
of course I'm running this.
Yeah, it's your baby.
And if the cool thing is, you get one of these lighters when you walk. Do no harm.
So cool.
The 1940s replica of the lighter that GIs took to war with them. They kept in their pocket, and they kept touching it to remember there's no place like home.
Did they click their heels?
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I replaced mine because I don't like the.
Yeah, you put a cigar burner on there, the jet fuel pack. All right.
That's all I have for today. So if you have any questions, reach out, and I'm serious. Talk to anybody that's a first responder. And I was telling somebody else, that's a doctor, that's a nurse, that's the. I'm like, and I was telling some people, even at some different hospitals that was in administration, they worked 13-hour days during COVID and other stuff. So you know what?
So you're their first responders.
Yeah, to me right now.
Yeah. And this weekend we're talking to Dave Albin,
no, this weekend we are not. We're talking to ourselves.
Oh, last weekend.
Last weekend was, yeah. And by the way, it's at Richard's Ranch, by the way, this week.
Yeah.
The thing is at Richard Ranch, not wherever Mike kept saying on the radio. Yeah. 300 Grimes Road. When you go there, you're going to see a sign that says 300 Grimes Road, and it's a gate. You just go in there. We'll put a Rotary sign there to let you know to go and turn in there.
Which is in my car.
Right. I know, but I'm just saying, so when you come in, just put that right there by the gate.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't get any signs that says event down this way or whatever.
Okay. I got the Rotary sign.
All that matters.
All that matters. All right, guys.
All right. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here. And we really
weekend.
Appreciate you and what you do for us. Thank you.
And would love to see you out there Saturday or tonight.
Yes. Actually, I would tell you if you want to, tonight would be easier. We're not going to start eating until around 6. And I have people who are just coming at like 7:30 to walk and all that stuff. That's fine. Just let me know the way you're coming.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Bye.